Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Starfield, where last time we returned to New Atlantis and joined our first proper faction, signing up with the UC Vanguard and getting a lovely history lesson as to, yes, this galaxy, the conflicts therein, all that good stuff. And today, we're going to be jumping into our first proper mission. So alright buddy, I'm ready to go, and let's get ourselves a briefing.
Ah, you are new probationary then? Crew Chief Herat, pleasure to be working with you.
It's my job to make sure all you rocket jockeys are ready for anything that comes at you up there. Now, Manifest says we're fitting you out with one comms repair suite.
In addition to the standard issue welcome kit all probationary pilots get for their first mission. Med packs, some small arms, couple spare ship parts, all the essentials in case of any surprises up there.
My people will have everything on your ship before you lift off. Won't even know they were there. So, paying a visit to the people of scenic Tau Ceti II. Nice easy one for your first job. Just keep your head on swivel and you'll come home safe. Any questions before you head out?
Yes, when you say scenic, how, sarcastic are you being? Because I think I detected a hint of sarcasm there. Yes, tell me more about the planets.
I honestly didn't realize it had people living on it until we got your record.
Report they gave us seemed clean, no known hostile outposts, but I wouldn't say that's permission to let your guard down. Just watch out for wildlife and pirates. Keep those med packs handy and you'll be fine.
Okay, potentially, a bit on the dicey side. Got it. Also, yes, comms relay or something.
Nothing too dangerous, if that's your concern. The repair suite's mostly just wiring and circuit boards. The welcome kit has some goodies in there I wouldn't leave sitting around when company comes to visit. But it's nothing some proper storage can't make safe.
Okay, these guys are making me feel rather welcome, I must say. So okay, mosey on over to Tau Ceti II and find ourselves some settlers who may or may not be already dead. But before we go, okay, I feel like, yes, my ship could do with a couple of small alterations and, speaking of which, okay, time for a quick episode of Let's Talk All About the Things That John Just Didn't Know, so, wrong would definitely be a bit harsh. So, all this planet scanning I've been doing while I've been moseying around. It turns out that, yes, when you actually survey a planet, it generates a piece of survey data that's literally a note in your inventory with a worth of several thousand. So, okay, I've just been sitting on a very large amount of money this entire time by the looks of it. So okay, put all that together and all of a sudden, I've got 15 grand burning a hole in my pocket, which I should definitely be saving up to, pay off the mortgage. But on the other hand, my dream home is something I only occasionally visit. My ship, when you think about it, that's the home I'm living on all the time, damn it. Okay, let's have a proper think about my ship, because there are good things and bad things. Like, for example, the engines are amazing. Like, so good, I wouldn't be able to plug them on myself. Okay, whoever I stole this ship from, they were better at starship design than me, because, yes, these are like engines locked behind a skill I don't have. So, engines are brilliant. Shields, we've upgraded them, they're pretty damn solid. Grav drive seems good enough to me. The problem, however, is, yes, weapons. Which is, the weapons we've got seem perfectly good, but there's clearly, a missing slot. But before I start getting too excited about that, yes, my weapon power draw is 9, 6 and 3, and engines and shields, that comes in at 8. So total equip power if we don't need the grav drive, 17 versus the reactor of 16. So if I want to go plugging on more weapons, really I need a new reactor as well. But yes, reactors it turns out are bloody expensive. So, yes, this is the best one I could get, i.e. the one allowed for Class A ships, because to go down to, Class B or Class C, I need to take ranks in piloting. Yeah, that's 17.5 grand. So, okay, we need to earn some money, come back, and deal with the reactor. But there are a couple of small things we could do in the meantime. In particular, I bloody hate this silhouette and I can't be dealing with it anymore. We've got to fix it. So okay, just take out the stupid rigging, because we don't need that. So that's the rigging, you're the reactor, and you're the grav drive. But the rigging only exists so that we've actually got, stuff to plug stuff onto. So get rid of that. What we could do instead is have a whole new room right here and then put the reactor and the grav drive on top. Admittedly, I don't currently know which habs are good or not, so what I'm gonna say is, let's have, yes, some living quarters, so we can have passengers. At some point we might want passengers, who bloody knows? So you just go in right over there. You guys now go up, yes, one level to that. Beautiful. And now we just need to, yes, just slightly create a more pleasing outline. Oh, now this. This is looking good. I like this. You know, it's a much smoother shape in general. And on top of that, I've now got a load more slots that I can plug weapons onto. Beautiful. Okay, and in terms of weapons, yeah, you got yourself ballistic, that's good for dealing with hull. You've got laser, that's for shields. Your missiles are your all-rounders, they could do a bit of anything. And your suppressors, that's the EMP damage for, like, knocking out individual systems. And right now my ship's a complete all-rounder. My electron beams and my missiles, they both do equal damage to hull and to shielding. So I'll tell you what, I do enjoy a bit of piracy. Let's give the suppressor a go. So, yeah, hits like a truck in terms of hull, does good electromagnetic damage. Alright, we're having that. We're plugging you right on the top. I also appreciate that, yes, it kind of looks like, you know, a loudspeaker, so I can, you know, announce my intentions to ships just before I knock out their systems, etc., etc., and, okay, I'd say this is looking much better, though, hang about. Here we go, I just need to assign you, buddy. So, yes, you're my new suppressor, and you're now going to be weapon 2. Lovely. The only downside being I'm really knackering my mobility right now, so okay. We'd also like to have, ideally, yes, one nice solid engine that we can just plug on the back over here. And that's pretty much all we can afford, though yes, as a nice bonus. I've actually just increased my crew capacity. That's pretty solid. So okay, back inside the ship, we've now got a brand new ladder right here in the middle of, yes, my crafting bay. It's just a mosey on upstairs, and okay, now this is all of a sudden a lot more homey. I love it. But if I've now got space for, like, you know, way more crew. Okay, Vasco, me and you have travelled together before. You have got to be on board.
I am at your service, Captain.
Oh, there we go. And he's also going to be boosting my shield systems. Vasco, welcome aboard. Now, I do know where I can get more people, because yes, like we're just playing Skyrim in space, go to any bar and there's just a huge amount of people waiting to be hired, but yes, unfortunately, they are a bit on the expensive side.
Yes.
So yeah, this guy, 1 star in 1 skill.
Only looking to earn the going rate.
Which is unfortunately a cocking 6,500 credits. Now, okay, just in theory, can we talk you down a bit, buddy? Okay, he was pretty easy to sway, but yes, that only halves the price down to 3 grand, which is still quite a lot, to be honest. So, okay, we're not paying that much, maybe later. As for the people with, you know, significantly better talents and actual names and whatnot, okay, they're even more ridiculous. Okay, we've now got brand new guns, a new crew member, and an incredibly silly looking ship. Let's go do some work for the UC, damn it. So okay, just bring her out into space so I can get used to the new layout. So yeah, my primary weapon that does pretty well against anything, that's just on my right trigger. Left trigger is the missile, so yeah, you can fire them pretty quickly. Then they take a bit of time to reload as time goes by. And my EMP burst is also very good at dealing with the hull. That's on Y. So yeah, that fires, then comes back pretty fast. Hits like a truck, very good at knocking out systems. So, okay, that's the layout. Let's go save some people. Here we go. Tau Ceti, level 10. Never been here apparently. So, mosey on straight to my destination. Let's make this flipping happen. Power to... okay, a little bit of power to grav a driver, please. Just, you know, power down, engines, etc. There we flipping go. The grav jump is now calculating. Sorry, forgot to put power into the McGibble and... oh, I've truly created a hideous ship. Okay, we need to fix this at some point. She'll do for now, damn it. And... okay. No nearby ships. No anything. And by the looks of it, a bloody crowded system. Oh, blimey, there's a lot going on here, right. So okay, this all makes sense here, which is, yeah, some planets are just a bit too close to the star. They end up being rocky infernos, and plenty of other planets going out to, yeah, Tau Ceti VI, they're a bit too far away. Frozen barren wastelands and nothing on them, etc, etc. Maybe a bit of mining, nothing else, though. Okay. There is one exception, however, which is Tau Ceti VIIIb. All the other moons around this world, they're all frozen, icy, etc, etc. They're pretty far from the sun. But this one's temperate. Now, how on earth could... Right, screw the settlers, we're going to the Forgotten Mech graveyards. So, alright, rocky world, apparently no oxygen, we're all in the space suits and whatnot, and... okay. Forgotten Mech graveyard, plus on top of that, yeah, a surprisingly large amount of plants and animals, somewhere anyway, so... have a bit of a look-see round. You never know when you might find something very useful indeed. So, about just grab that. Cosmetic. Not bad. Not bad at all. And by the looks of it, there she is. Alright, and because we went to the museum last time, we know what this is. There were like mechs, aliens, yeah. By the sounds of it, the war kinda went to hell. Everyone just tossing everything they could at everybody else, and... okay, I see a handful of spacers. That's fine. They're only level 8. Alright, nothing is going to stop me checking out these lovely, lovely mechs. Hello over there. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Just visiting, saying hi, checking out the mechs, doing a bit of sightseeing and whatnot, and... okay, that's a good big mech. I appreciate the giant mech. Excuse me, don't mind me, just passing through, you stupid losers. Ooh, gravity's a bit low, apparently. Okay, sadly, I don't see a way to interact with the mechs, but potentially more of interest. I think these guys might have figured it out, because hang about here. One, we got ourselves, yes, a lovely, ooh, range and accuracy of combatant weapons. Am I using combatant weapons? I'm not sure. Okay, but we've also got ourselves a light particle fuse and a Nova Light particle beam pistol. So, oh, when you say combo light, was it a blend of physical and energy damage? Gotcha. And a note. Good job with the straws. I don't know how you did it, but thanks for rigging them. Not only did that punk think drawing straws was their idea, they're also not getting out of there alive. 2 birds, 1 stone. Good job. Okay. I mean, the implication would appear to be these guys came here, possibly to salvage weapons off the robots, given there is literally a weapon I've not seen before in an industrial workbench right here. Oh, but when he says they're not getting out of there, can't help but notice as we go a bit deeper into the graveyard. Well, one, there's dinosaurs, which is definitely a bit of an issue. Hi there, I'm just going to stand up on this cliff and set you on fire with my pistol. I'm really sorry about this, but, like, I can fly with a jetpack and you can't. So, like, you know, kind of sucks to be you. Oh, and we've just hit level 14 from a bit of local scanning too. Though, honestly, yes, I'm not seeing anything too useful in the local flora or fauna. Focus on, yes, the important thing here, which is right in the middle of this mech graveyard, there's a scavenger burrows. Oh, a very, very cocky, dark scavenger burrows. I don't like this. Alright. Eyes open. In we go. Somebody, I think I may have been trapped down here. Question is, ooh. Well, you're a pirate. So possibly stuck in a cave. Yep, that confirms he was stuck in a cave. Also, there's something nasty in here because, yes, the hit meter is orange, not green. We are not safe in here. And there we go. This is the guy they were referring to. Yes, my bright idea was to draw straws. I figured the odds of me pulling the short one would be pretty slim. I guess not. So, right. That's why he got sent in here. Like, he thought he was just going in to carry out the loot. No, they were sending him in to die. So I'm gonna work under the assumption that... right, we've got dinosaurs in here. Don't mind me. Sorry about this, guys, but can I need you out the way? Lovely. Eyes open. There's gotta be something good waiting for us at the end over here. Okay, well, there's a level 20. Things are getting a bit nastier, but that's fine. With the advantage of a boost pack, we should be able to keep our distance. Lovely. Down you go, including hallucinogens. Looking forward to, yes, drinking your vital fluids later, buddy. Here we go. Nice little drop at the end here. Alright. Just a good pile of glue. Everybody loves pulling glue out of what appears to be, yes, potentially a dung heap. And modified calibrated solstice. Nothing too much beyond what I've already got, but good for selling if nothing else. Bare minimum, yeah, I've got this lovely new gun, which I can't deny does rather pleasingly go pew. Like, that is distinctly a pew-pew noise. And even better, oh, now look at that reload. That's a sexy-ass reload right there. So, alright, back to the ship. We're supposed to be, yes, like, helping out some settlers or something. So, let's go find some more mission-appropriate people to go pew-pew at. Right, here we go. Tau Ceti II, yes, the one planet that actually lives inside the lovely band where it's going to be a pleasant temperature, though apparently the O2's a bit thin. So, alright, set course, jump in that direction. Let's see if anything nasty's waiting for me, because honestly, bring it on, you stupid losers. I feel ready for you at this point, and okay, by the looks of it, this is a lot of ocean on this planet. Oh yeah, huge amounts of ocean. So obviously, yeah, we can't land on that. And the Tau Gourmet Production Center is, by the looks of it, right on the coast. Right. By any chance, were you guys, like, you know, producing luxurious fish that come from this area? Because there's definitely fauna on this planet. The downside being, the water's biological. If you guys were going fishing, ooh, I really hope you were wearing proper protection, because if you weren't, right, that could be what killed you all. Okay, down on the ground, Sarah's decided not to wear, yes, a proper spacesuit, so oxygen may be a bit thin, but apparently it's still a very much breathable ad. Oh, thank you to the comments, by the way, who let me know, yes, if you're looking at a distant thing, you can, like, remote scan it to figure out roughly what it's going to be. So that's a natural landmark. Right. Let's see what we got, because okay. Very large ship. No people. Dead or alive. Whole colony is, yes, suspiciously empty.
An abandoned meat packing facility built on the fringes of the settled systems. I wonder what happened here.
I'm gonna be honest, Sarah, that's kind of like precisely why we're here. To figure that out. That's why I'm oh. Right, well, something bad happened. Okay.
Something's been through here recently, but left everything in place. At least we know it wasn't the Crimson Fleet.
Okay, that's not good news. The fact that something came through here, killed everyone, but wasn't interested in taking anything, I mean, I guess it gives us a clue as to what's going on, but still, it is also rather worrying in a way. Right, we've also got big old smears of red and all giant claw marks. Right, well, we just saw some robots. Why am I suddenly getting the feeling, yes, we might be about to have an introduction to the horrors of the Xeno, potentially. That was definitely a very loud roar. That wasn't even a scream. I'd say that was a roar, not a scream. So, okay, that's the production center.
Either I got hit harder than I thought, or you've got some incredible timing. Regardless, I think it knows you're here. I'll unlock the door. Second floor, main building. But be quiet.
I don't know who that is, but I have a feeling she has our best interests in mind. We should do what she suggests.
Okay, no we shouldn't, not until she answers one key question, which is, when she says, it... Oh, hang on, John. John. Think about this logically here. If there are, yeah, like a giant number of abandoned mechs inside this area, that would suggest this area was a hot zone during the Colony War. And what do we know about the Colony War? We know that, yes, there was fighting between Xeno warfare, etc., and also robots. So, right. the fact that there's robots in the system potentially might indicate the possibility of leftover Xenowarfare 2. That's just more iron, apparently. Just... That's a dead robot. Whatever it is, it's not showing up yet, so just use the jetpack, stay off the ground. I do not want to be on the ground right now. I say immediately falling off the platform onto the ground. Okay, good afternoon. I'm here from UC Vanguard. I should flag you, by the way. It is my first day, so, like, I don't really know what I'm doing. Maybe you could fill me in a bit.
So what do we got here? You're too clean to be one of the settlers. Or a pirate. You see on patrol, maybe? Yeah, make my day if you said you were a shock trooper out for a stroll.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of a xenobologist, which means I might actually have a really appropriate skill set for the current situation. Though, yes, Vanguard sent me. This was supposed to be my nice, easy first mission. Not sure it's actually gonna be that easy.
I'm Hadrian. I was a researcher with the UC. I came here on a rumor of a... Well, I expect you saw the results on your way in. What's left of the settlers? The work of Oxysio Machina. A Terrormorph. One of the nastiest aliens humanity's ever crossed paths with. And this one, well, it's something of an anomaly. Possibly a worrying one.
I can't believe that a Terrormorph did all this damage. I mean, I've heard the stories, but to see the decimation firsthand.
Okay, so... Right. I've seen Terrormorphs in a museum exhibit just a moment ago, and that would be why they made you walk through the museum. Okay, it's Deathclaw time, but, yeah, fill me in, because honestly, the museum exhibit was a bit vague.
Among apex predators, they're the pinnacle. Resilient, agile, smart. And their mental prowess only increases with age. Some can even dominate the minds of weaker species, keeping them as pets, livestock, or toys. They're creatures without peer.
Okay, so you're saying, yes, super intelligent, psychic Deathclaw. I can see how that would be a problem. And apparently this one's even worse than usual.
Terrormorphs have a unique growth cycle. They're usually only found on worlds that have been long colonized by humanity. But Tau Ceti's too young to have one. Yet here it is. I came looking for an explanation and found all this.
Okay, so I'm guessing everybody's dead.
I managed to scope out a fair bit of the facility before it found me. If there are any survivors of the attack, they're long gone.
Right, so I'm guessing your plan isn't, let's get back to my ship in GTFO. You need me for something.
I sure could. Because to confirm my suspicions about this creature, I'm gonna need a tissue sample from it. And to get that, I need its corpse. But there is a way we can give ourselves an edge against this thing. The plant's security system. The admin terminal's here in this building, but it needs its connection reset. And as I found out, that's not a one-person job. But if you can make it to the security outpost and restore the connection, I think I can get things back online. See if the settlers left us any other tools.
Okay, now this I like. So, yes, we've got to fight a Deathclaw, but we're gonna have a whole bunch of help. Lovely. Okay, what are we talking about? Like robots, turrets, something of that nature?
The settlers outfitted most of the buildings with turrets at some point. Not sure how many are still operable, but at least a few appeared to be in fighting shape. There were also some sensors scattered around the facility that I didn't recognize. But those are honestly all just educated guesses until we get the connection reset.
And I'm gonna work under the assumption, whatever this thing is, it can't fly. So if I just jetpack around, stay on the high ground, etc, etc. Okay. Sarah, jetpack's on. We are not going on the ground here. Stay up top. until it's dead. We can loot the place later once we're confident that, you know, the thing is down. And there's the turrets, okay. I mean, they're Mark 1 officially, which doesn't fill me with a huge amount of confidence, but... Sarah, did you just run down to the ground and then just run here, completely ignoring... Okay, fine. I'm sure it's all a-okay, just make sure we help ourselves to everything before we start pushing buttons. And there she is. Alright, there's yet more corpses. Whatever this thing is, and... Oh, hang on. Hang on. That's a mug we've not seen before! Oh, this is the best day ever. I've got a new mug for the collection. Oh, and I think I might have figured out what those sensors that she mentioned are. So, right. The frequency needs to be calibrated to the size of the stock. We'll need some general measurements of the creatures once they arrive. If this works, it could mean a new era in open range farming. No fences. True free range. They were trying to, like, you know, use sensors to, like, I don't know, exert control over space cows in such a way as the space cows just wouldn't wander too far, or something. But I'm guessing, yes, instead they drew the attention of the Deathclaw. Turn on the system, have the signal beam directly to your personal radio, letting you know about the location of nearby critters. Next up, improving how many animals we can track at once and how far we can track them, and... oh. Tracking. Okay, so when this thing does show up, we can start tracking it and... Right, I'm nervous about any creature that needs to be tracked. Like, that unnerves me, inherently. Also... Well, hello there, sexy. Instigating Nova Blast Disruptor, you say? So yeah, the Nova Light takes light fusers, and this McGibble, it's more of a rifle. It takes the heavy fusers, though I do have some, and it does okay. This does pure electromagnetic damage, double damage to targets with full health. I mean, I'm going to be honest, that sounds pretty good. I mean, presumably especially against robots, but like... surely against anything, that's got to be pretty good. Okay, let's get this old girl back online, because I suspect once we do, things are about to go wrong. Okay, so right now, nothing's working, so okay. Reset security connection. That should pass, yeah, control over to Hadrian. Alright, lovely. So, allow Hadrian to analyze, and for the time being, yeah, nothing more we can do here.
Connection restored. I'll make this quick. Plant's turrets took a beating, but I should be able to get you a couple of kill lanes. Just get the thing to chase you down the alleys between the buildings, and you'll lead it right into a crossfire. Hello. Wish I'd found this earlier. Those sensors around the facility? Part of a livestock tracking system. Should let you keep tabs on how close the Terrormorph is. But it's not connected to this network. There should be a terminal in the adjoining room. Tune it to 183.5.
No trouble, I know precisely which one you mean. Here we go, 183.5, target 1. Right. We've now got a cocking target.
Tracker's reading green. What's that sound?
The security lockdown is active.
Uh-oh.
Shit. Stop. Stop whatever you're doing and get in cover. It's on the move.
I mean, I'm kind of in cover. Is this good enough cover? And... oh, that's just one of the dinosaurs we saw earlier. Right, that's it then. Hello over there.
Look, I wouldn't engage directly if you could avoid it. The kill lanes. They're set up but need power. There's breakers on each of the buildings you can throw to get them live. Once they're online, lead the Terrormorph towards the lights and watch the fireworks. Give it hell, Vanguard.
Oh, bloody hell, the beep is how close I am to the Deathclaw. Oh, this is so cool, but also I'm terrified. I'd just like to remind everybody, it's my first cocky day. Alright, it's my first day today. This is presumably, yeah, breaker. Okay, gonna to be doing that more of them by the sounds of it. Alright, just keep on keeping on. 44. So yeah, these are the breakers for the things. Just stay down. There it is. I see ya. I'm pretty sneaky. I'm have taken a tiny bit of sneak. I am like, you know, nice and invisible when I'm holding still. Alright. That's positive. That's a whole bunch of turrets here. Right. Where is she? Oh, that's Sarah. She's just doing a loop. Okay. This is fine. This is all absolutely fine. Get her attention. Level 10. Hello over there. Don't mind me. Don't mind me in the slightest, buddy. Let's set her on fire. I mean, fire damage over time. That's got to be... Oh, blimey. It just did something bad. Let's just lead her straight over here if we can. And screw you. Straight into the kill zone. Can it jump? Is that what... It can jump. Can it fly? It probably can't fly. Not as well as me. Okay, just move. Move, 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 move. Just around. Just lead it in a big old circle. If I just fly from thing to thing, that's got to be the right way to deal with it. Yeah, that's right, you stupid loser. That's... Oh, it can fire psychic blast. Just move, move, and...
It's a miracle we were able to bring that thing down. At least we avenged the deaths of the colony.
Okay. So as long as you stay on the move, stay airborne, etc., etc., it's not too difficult. But that was, in all fairness, with the help of a giant pile of turrets.
We should have it when you have the time, of course.
Okay, I think also Sarah's desperate for a personal chat for some reason.
Thanks for taking time to chat. I really need a friendly ear right about now. I received a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to think about.
Okay, Sarah, are you having problems with your eyes by any chance? Okay, hang on. Can I, like, you know, maybe reload this area and then we could continue this chat? Okay, better. Let's talk messages.
It's just a list of requests. Things I would normally handle if I was there. But I'm not. I'm out here instead with you.
This feels like a really weird conversation to have just after the Terrormorph was killed, but sure, let's talk about your, like, need to do paperwork or something.
Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the Navigator Corps, until the UC decided to axe the department. It was a branch of the United Colonies Navy, a small fleet of ships outfitted for galactic exploration. Basically, a military version of Constellation.
Okay, which makes a huge amount of sense as to why she ended up where she ended up. Gotcha.
You see, the top brass demanded press-worthy discoveries to justify the spending, and money was tight after the war. Shutdown was inevitable. At the end of the day, I was in charge, so the blame obviously fell on my shoulders.
Oh, she didn't just work there, that was her department. And she was blamed, and yeah, the war. And the cost of it, that was what did it. Okay, I see what we're talking about here.
Discover a rare neutron star, and no one cares. But slap a picture of a kooky alien life form on SSNN, and suddenly you're a goddamn rock star. It's all about the propaganda, what gets the people excited. That's what the United Colonies was focused on at the time.
Oh, I see. That's what she means. Okay. So, yes, her business was she was trying to do proper science and they just wanted cute pictures for the news and propaganda and whatnot. And yes, bare minimum, Constellation seems to be working for you, Sarah.
Well, that brings us to this message now, doesn't it? Call it whatever you want. My drive, my initiative, my optimism. It's been my greatest strength and my worst nightmare. It elevates me to these positions of authority, but all I want to do is explore, not sit and make sure the accounts are balanced.
I mean, you could just, yeah, resign. Walter could be chair. You could just be like head of exploring or something.
Oh, you have no idea how tempting that sounds. But then dumping everything I've worked so hard to achieve, it's like I've wasted another decade of my life. I can't do that. Ah, so frustrating.
Okay, so Sarah's just got some personal stuff going on right now. in terms of her various commitments, etc, etc. So it's okay, Sarah, we'll figure this out and possibly flirt a bit more. Here we go, flirting. Knew that would be coming up sooner or later.
Look, it's clear that you have feelings for me. It's just, I've never had time for this sort of thing in my life. Please, it's not you, it's me. I'm just not ready to get that close. I can't. Not now. But thank you for being there and listening. It helped. It really did.
Okay, there we go. Sarah's apparently feeling a bit better. I love how we had that conversation right next to the giant alien psychic Deathclaw corpse. Magnificent. And okay, I've had a quick glance around the various buildings. I've not seen anything that, suggests there was anything untoward going on here. Best as I can tell, they probably did just draw that thing in by accident. And the question does remain, as she was saying earlier, that thing shouldn't have been here in the first place. So, how precisely did it get here? Ah, but one more terminal. The one she was actually working on, in fact. So, going 45 hours a day, I'm guessing, yes, the clocks work a bit different on this planet. Working through nights, it took all the robots we had to get this place scrubbed properly. Military sure was in a rush to get out of here after the colony war. Okay, like I was saying, this was clearly a hotspot during the war. Yes, I'm guessing there's definitely got to be a connection going on here between the UC Xeno division and the Terrormorph. Like, they found these things, they tried to domesticate them, and it didn't go very well. In fact, we literally know they did do that at one point, because that very first Xeno facility we ran into right at the start of the game, that's what they were doing. So I'm guessing this one might have been one that was in fact brought here by the UC, and then they just I don't know, lost it or something.
Trekker's gone quiet. I suspect it's either hiding or... Wait.
You did it, didn't you? Heavens above! You just flatlined a Terrormorph!
I did, but to be honest, it was only level 10, and I did have a lot of cooking help. And, yes indeed, try not to sound so surprised.
No offense intended. Now, I've just known whole Marine squads who couldn't take down a Terrormorph. To do it yourself? That's something else.
You didn't happen to grab me a tissue sample, did you?
I'm pretty sure I did. Here you flipping go.
All right. I spotted a microscope downstairs. Let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this.
All right. Possibly Hadrian can figure this out for me.
This equipment, it's not set up to do a proper analysis of our sample. But this Terrormorph being here, of all places, it doesn't make sense. Humanity's spread plenty of creatures in our travels across the stars. Pets, livestock, pests. But Terrormorphs, they're different. To our knowledge, no one's ever spread them intentionally. Yet somehow, they follow us. So when humans settle a world, 70 to 100 years later, Terrormorphs tend to just appear. No one knows how or why. Dangerous, but at least predictable. Tau Ceti, though, it's too young to have a native population. It's only been colonized 20 years? But then the other option, that someone captured one of the deadliest predators in the galaxy just to wipe out some settlers minding their own business? That seems awfully implausible. Which means we're either looking at a truly strange murder or a faster type of Terrormorph growth, the results of which could be catastrophic. Terrormorph outbreaks have taken down far bigger colonies than this one.
Okay, a lot of unanswered questions, but there must be some sort of theory as to how they're moving from world to worlds.
Well, they're not exactly buying tickets and flying coach. The theory is that they're spread by some kind of egg or seed that's able to evade our detection. But how the hell an undetectable egg turns into a Terrormorph without anyone noticing is a question no one's ever found an answer to. And it's why what's happened here could be real bad news for the rest of human civilization.
Okay, so, yes, when you talk about other colonies, how often does this sort of thing happen?
They have. They even took down an entire city once. A place called Londinian had to be quarantined due to a massive outbreak during the Colony War. It's the only known loss of that scale, but it's the reason why any change in our relationship with these creatures needs to be taken very seriously.
Okay. If I could make it to Londinian, I'm guessing, yes, there just might be evidence of a very major xeno-warfare division. Gotcha. Anyway, I'm sure there's got to be a good reason for all this.
There is. I mean, there has to be. We just have to find it. Time was, I had access to one of the best repositories of Terrormorph research in the galaxy. Seems a natural place to start looking, if I can figure how to access it. But we also need to get this sample properly analyzed, get confirmation on just how concerned we should be. Luckily, I think I know just the person to help with the sample. What would you say to delivering this to him for me? I'd do it myself, but I need to call in some favors. See if I can't get access to that Terrormorph data. Plus, maybe just pop by a hospital for a little bit. Clear it with your commander first if you have to. You can even show them this. My gene tag. Tell them Hadrian Sanan is worried there could be more attacks on the horizon. They should recognize the name.
Okay, so it sounds like, yes, you might be someone important.
I was. Long time ago. Family tradition. But I know some of the folks from my old unit moved into the Vanguard. A couple even owe me favors. If I'm lucky, your commander is one of them.
Alright, so yes, as you say, I should probably check in with Commander, but even if they say no, I could just, go and do it anyway, because I've got my own ship and whatnot.
Oh, you don't understand what a weight off my shoulders that is. I need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. Full workup. He'll know what that means. I'm not sure exactly where to find him, but last I heard he was contracting with the Trade Authority on Mars. There's a place called the Sixth Circle in Sidonia. A bar run by some old friends. I'll meet you and Percival there. And here. It's not exactly a bounty, but you certainly deserve them. Should cover the cost of fuel to Mars, at least. Now please, go check in with your commander. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Okay, that is not much money, Hadrian. I am disappointed with 1,800. That is nothing. Okay, before we set off and get on with that, though, right, there is one thing I do want to turn my attention to. While we were on, yes, the mech planet, I did pick up a whole bunch of just random guns off the various raiders we ran into. Here we are, completely random Grendel, for example, and I can't help but, yes, have a think about the possibility that I'm swimming in, say, nickel and iron and sealant and whatnot, so if I was to, say, create this right now, which I could do super easily, and then say, what, change my mind, how about we make a lovely short barrel instead? How about, a lovely standard barrel instead, actually? Presumably, as I do said thing, we're making progress towards Weapon Engineering 3, and I'm sitting on a skill point. And if nothing else, literally by doing this, I can make more money when we sell the damn things. Oh, and speaking of which, yes, my first ever instigating rifle, doing a huge amount of EMP damage. Honestly, let's just, get that thing and moving in the right direction, and there she is. That was all the mods I needed to create as far as, yes, getting the next perk goes. So that, we're doing right now, beautiful. And now with that in play, all I need to, yes, start my weapons exploding is, hang on, magazine and battery too. And we've got some of this ready to go immediately, including plenty of uranium. So, okay, John. Do this properly here. You might be able to, do this very efficiently if you bother setting yourself up right. So, slap on my researcher outfit. That's good for research. And then just stab yourself with a Synapse Alpha right in the brain. There we go. So for 10 minutes, my research projects are going to be nice and cheap. Lovely. So, okay. With all of that in play, this should now be easier to do. Straight down to the bottom. Just 7. That's beautiful right there. So, okay. Plug in the uranium. We immediately had a huge amount of overflow, including the ISO-centered magnets, and honestly, that was probably one of the most difficult bits. Plug that in. Gosh darn it, didn't get that. We've got some glue, but not enough, and some Tau grade rheostat, though. I swear, I just dropped one of those down by the base. Like a robot had it, but it was too heavy, so I dropped it. Here we go. Right, shove that into there, and holy flip me, that was also we're one adhesive short, so okay. Fortunately, we now know precisely where we could go to get some sticky bones. Oh, and here we go, we found the lucky bastard. Just start, yes, flying away while we reload you. And I'll be having some of your sticky bones. Lovely. Though, hang on, I can't help but yes, be a tiny bit interested by the mysterious structure in the distance over there. Okay, apparently observation platform. Oh, and speaking of yes, who it like belongs to, there's a bunch of UC Marines here. Hi there, guys.
It's not done until every last one of these robots is coughing up screws. Is that understood?
Yes, Captain!
Then let's do this!
Okay, speaking of flipping, yes, like, you know, robot wars, etc., etc., I suspect that quite possibly I may have just stumbled across... Oh, blimey! Okay, hang on, John. Don't panic. This is precisely what you've been waiting for. These are robots, and you literally just improved your modified Nova Blast Disruptor. A thing that does electromagnetic damage. So, okay, now this has got to be precisely what we... Oh! Ow! 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 Why are they coming after me? Why would they be coming after me? I'm not even a UC Marine. Leave me alone. Just, ow! Okay, just boost over the top. Get to high ground, you stupid bastards. They can jump, apparently. Everything's fine. There's a new magnet. Might need one of them down the line. Hello! Was this like, you know, a cleanup from the old wars or something? Were those like illegal robots? Oh, okay. I think it might just have been, you know, a training exercise that I walked into the middle of and then also managed to almost get myself killed. So basically, well done, John. And as for, yes, the tower itself, nothing too dramatic really. Appears to be like, you know, almost a studio flat, if you will. There's like, you know, a tiny shower, extra weapons. That there's got to be worth a good bit of money, damn it. And we got ourselves, yeah, lockers, fridges, etc., etc. Arguably most interestingly, there's a mannequin here, together with Veteran's Deep Mining Helmet. Combat Veteran, minus 50% damage from... Ooh. I'm sorry, Gran. It was nice to wear your helmet for a bit, but like, yeah, I do feel like Combat Veteran, that there is actually a really good effect. Okay, sticky bones in a hand. Back to, yes, battery and internal. Plug in the glue. I think the thing wore off, but... Oh, there she is. There she flipping is. We've also got enough materials to, yes, get some extra muzzles coming in too, which is beautiful. Sitting on some iridium, but honestly not that much, to be honest. So, okay, optics is going to take me a little bit longer. And, yeah, we need plenty of titanium. Okay, John, stay focused on the important sexy bit here, because I suspect, yes, you're about to do something truly wonderful right now, which is... the Assassin's Eon, the basic terrible gun that's just got functionally infinite ammo. We can now just plug on explosive rounds. And that's just beautiful. But honestly, I think, you know, the thing we should prioritize, just in case we've got, you know, a lack of materials or something, has got to be the new shotgun. Because right there, rounds that explode on contact. with a surface. Meaning now if we just step outside and, oh how convenient, there's literally a cocking swarm of the sticky bone bastards right here. Hello there guys, all of a sudden, oh yes, this is, I'm happy about life all of a sudden. Alright, we are just going to be swimming in sticky bones and vital fluids all day long. And that absolute slaughter very conveniently gets me just enough flipping glue to move this thing over towards the explosive rounds too. So, okay, everything is getting sexy. Okay, so now the most common pistol in the world, where I've got, yes, over 1,000 rounds.
What's the matter with you?
Okay, I'm very sorry. I appreciate I shouldn't be firing guns in the boat, but... oh yeah, this is nice. Alright, back in the ship, we should go check in with, yes, Commander What's-His-Face, because Hadrian's paid us, but like, that wasn't my official payment, and I feel like I deserve a bonus for taking out a bloody Deathclaw.
Look who's back. All set with that probationary mission? We can do your debrief and formally welcome you into the Vanguard whenever you're ready.
And yes, we can absolutely do that, but yes, I also need to, like, you know, take some Terrormorph tissue to Mars. Don't ask, it's a long story.
A terror? What? How did you walk away with the Terrormorph tissue sample running comms repairs? What happened to the settlers?
Oh, they're all dead. Sorry, I probably should have started with that. So, yes, one researcher, here's the gene tag.
A gene tag? Let me see that. Sanan. I know that name. Let me check the database. Huh. A lot of this data's been classified. Here we go. Service record. Wow. That's a lot of commendations. Seems like she served with distinction as co-head of a UC Xenoweapons division. Faced tribunal at the end of the Colony War. And was dismissed from duty. Guess that's why I'd heard the name before. If she's former Xeno warfare, though, well, we can at least be sure she knows her aliens.
Okay, so, yes indeed. Why don't you give me the official propaganda take on what the UC Xeno Warfare Division was all about?
In the run-up to the Colony War, the UC started a program with a singular goal. Find the deadliest, most terrifying aliens in the galaxy, and have them fight on the side of the UC. Never saw any of the deployments myself, but the program was clearly enough of a success that when the war came to an end 20 years ago, both sides agreed to have the practice banned, at which point, I presume, this tribunal decided to cut Sanan loose.
Okay, so, yes, there's definitely some involvement with the UC here. The question is, was it a cock-up or a conspiracy?
This has been one of the more surprising debriefs I've ever been a part of. I did actually have another mission lined up for you, supporting UC system defense against the Crimson Fleet. But now I guess you have two options on how to proceed. Head to the UC Vigilance and help out SysDef, or deliver that sample. I'll make sure you've got the proper clearances for either path. Consider these your first official orders. And here, so everyone knows you're working with the Vanguard. Welcome to the Navy, Captain. Vanguard's also got some custom ship modifications. You'll be cleared for access to them next time you're down at the spaceport. Talk to ship services. Now, if there wasn't anything else, I suggest you move out.
Okay, so, ooh, 7,000 credits. That is not bad, you know. Hilariously, the spacesuit is much worse than the one I've already got. Dear oh flipping dear. The boost pack's a big step up, but unfortunately, yes, it's power, not basic, and also I would lose Chameleon. Oh, but good news back at the ship. I can just move that straight over to being a basic boost pack. Brilliant. And even better as we step outside and look at my absolutely horrifically tacky ship. One, we've got some lovely sexy new Vanguard equipment, but okay, it's good, but it costs a lot of cocking money. And more importantly, oh, here we flipping go. We need ourselves a better reactor to fund all of these sexy weapons. So, you buddy, you are coming out, actually. You buddy, you're going in. So okay, how about we call it a part there, but coming up next time, I wouldn't mind digging a little bit deeper into the mystery of, yes, the incredibly dodgy UC Xeno Warfare Division. And once that's done, okay, I feel like, you know, possibly at some point we ought to maybe go check out a bit of the main plot. If only because, yes, there's members of Constellation we haven't even met yet. Barrett was last seen abandoned on a mining colony, so I should probably check in with him. And on top of that, there's a cowboy who wants to take me to the cowboy planet, and if there's gonna be one place where I can get a cowboy hat, it's going to be there. So, join me next time as I take my new explosive guns out for a test drive, and hopefully get a cowboy hat for my trouble. We shall flipping see. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Starfield. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Ah, we have got a gate key here, and then we have got... I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out... Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you. That was a good idea till it wasn't.